Hello, fellow YouTubers. LegoWC Stop Motioner here. Welcome to Viewers New and Old. And today I am finally taking a look at Transformers, Buzzworthy Bumblebee, Rise of the Beasts, Predacon Scorponok, and Sandspear. I bought this shortly after I saw the movie and just didn't get to reviewing it until just now. And I know it's a very simplistic figure, but Scorponok was just a generic in the movie, just was like the Viacon, so I really don't mind having a simplistic toy for him. Would I say no to getting him in the Studio Series line? No, I'd definitely be down for that, but as it stands, I don't really mind having a simple figure for him. So for the packaging, I mean, it's the open packaging, so it's pretty boring, really. There he is in Scorpion mode. There he is on the side, and that looks pretty cool. Here's on the back. Sandspear transforms at 4 steps. Scorponok transforms at 7 steps. So I'm not really expecting this to be a super complex review. And there's Optimus on the side. So yeah, let's go and get him out and take a look. So here's Scorponok in his Scorpion mode. And it's not too bad looking, thankfully, because this is how I'm going to be displaying him. But honestly, visually, my only complaint would be the feet sticking up here. That's definitely not a great look. But otherwise, I think the head is pretty neat looking. He's got his pincers right here with visible hands, but I have them rotated at least, so they're not as visible. And then he does have an articulated tail. Got some ball joints, which is nice. And then some movement in the front arm things. Little bit of movement in the legs. Not a ton, though. Even the paint and sculpt work aren't too bad for this being just kind of a cheap toy. Yeah, not too bad. And then here's Sandspear. I'll probably get more into him when we talk about the robot mode, but here's just kind of some characters to add to the with the Terrorcons. So I think that about does it for the Scorpion modes. Not a lot to talk about. So let's go and get onto the transformation. So first off, gonna pop this off, and then just get it ready for the sword mode. Just go ahead and fold these down. Fold the legs to the back, at least that's what I do. Fold this back. Rotate the arms. And fold up the shoulder pads. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it, of course, as I expected. Once again, if you get the legs folded to the back and don't look at him from behind, he's not too bad looking of a figure. Head sculpt is interesting looking. I kind of get G1 Scorponok vibes, sort of, looking at it. Again, there is some decent sculpt work on here. The different textures and the paintwork, it's not too bad. Looking at it from behind, yeah, then you're reminded this is just a cheap toy, not like a collectible action figure. He is very hollow. And then here's Sandspear once again, and apparently you're supposed to have the tail configured like this, but that looks much better in my opinion. So once again, not too bad looking for just being a side thing. Some decent paint and sculpt work. Really, the main gimmick here is that you can transform him into a sword. That isn't a great sword, but it's okay. And then this sword also. Yeah, definitely not great in the weapons department, but Again, I'm displaying him in Scorpion mode, so this isn't really too big of a deal for me. In terms of articulation, the head can swivel, shoulders are on ball joints, can do full 360, they can go out to the side, you have an elbow bend, nothing at the waist. There easily could have been, but I really need to stop complaining about a toy that is marked for what's the age again? 6 and up. Legs are on ball joints. They can go forward that far and back that far. They can go out to the side. Now this is actually kind of cool because of the transformation. He has a double jointed knee. That's about the only interesting articulation on this guy though. And knock the sword out, and I really don't care. So let's see. Cover the Scorpion mode, the transformation, the robot mode, the articulation. I think that about does it for this figure. So I'll go ahead and stick him on the display. Okay, so this is just a temporary look, but there's Scorponok and Sandspear with my rebooted movie display. And this marks the first non-Studio Series figures on this shelf. It may not be the last though, because to be honest, I'm feeling a little iffy about the Studio Series Mirage. And I'm wondering if I should get the mainline one because with upgrade kits, that one honestly looks better than the Studio Series figure, but we'll see. So in terms of if I recommend this set, I don't know. That kind of depends because, again, it's just a toy. It's not the most exciting thing, but if you're like me, you just want to have some Scorponoks in your display, I guess you can't really go wrong there because I'm fine with how he looks there aside from taking up a fair bit of space, but I'll probably do some reorganizing with the shelf in the not too distant future, hopefully. Now, if you do want to get him, the set might still be floating around at Target, in which case it was just $15, which isn't a terrible deal. If you want to get it on the secondary market, he's on eBay for like 20 some dollars, which I wouldn't really say he's worth that. It's not the worst skyrocket I've ever seen, but yeah, if you want to get him, those are my recommendations. Of course, that's just what I think of the figure. As always, please be sure to let me know what you think of the figure. And if you like the set, the set, I mean, keep calling it figure, but there's 2 figures in here, sort of. So be sure to let me know what you think of this set down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, and God bless.